Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome to the first edition of our English Prime News in the Queen's language. We begin right away with our major stories. A priest and 8 Christians kidnapped last September 16th at the St. Mary Catholic Church in Mamfe, southwest region of Cameroon, have been freed. A prayer of thanksgiving was organized to thank administrative authorities for their participation over the weekend. Need to reinforce a media literacy in the advent of the advancing digital message to limit the dissemination of fake news is the focus of a press conference presided at the National Communication Council by the President Joseph Chebunken Kalabuksu with pressmen and women in Yaoundé this October 24, 2022. The population of Oyomabang in the Yaoundé 7 municipality decried the degrading state of road that has been left uncompleted for months now since rehabilitation works started. Those were our headlines. Now developments in this newscast. Thanks once more for tuning on Camdis Television. We begin right away. We move over to the southwest region of the country where a priest and other 8 Christians kidnapped on September 16, 2022 have regained freedom after spending over a month, almost a month, in the hands of their captors. They were presented over the weekend with a prayer to give thanksgiving for their kidnap that took place at the St. Mary's diocese in the southwest region of the country. We have details with Loretta Oblina.
So far, it has not been easy. If you look at us, you'll see our faces very dismal, very unhappy. It is quite difficult, and we are only begging, my Lord, that you do everything possible to get us out of here. It is a matter of do or die.
After the cry of the innocent on social media calling on the government and religious authorities for help, I take this opportunity once again to condemn the act of desecration of the church in the strongest possible terms and to denounce the need of enhanced human dignity. Depriving the freedom of our brothers and sisters in order to make money at all costs is inhuman and should be abandoned by anyone who engages in it. Those are the declarations of Bishop Aloysius Anglophone this 23rd of October 2022. For over a month now, St. Mary's Parish in Chang has experienced great pains and sorrows on account of kidnaps of 1 priest, 1 reverend sister, and some church members, making 9 kidnapped on the 16th of September 2022.
I want to thank especially the people that be joining me for do the negotiation. So they wait for this day today. I know if you call names them, but they know, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart. Say God will bless them for all the way they need for this God. May God bless them. Amen. I thank also the Father the way we work together so to reach to this point. I will still thank them for some different way. But I want to thank them officially for here to say, may God bless them for inside the walkway they don't do. Amen. I thank the security officers, them, the SDO, the mayor, the GO, and everybody will work together so they don't bring the brothers and sisters them back for Mindro.
The population of Mamfe were convinced that through prayers, the captives will be released.
I add my voice to that of the bishop for thank the one family diocese of Mamfe and the country at large for praying, where they don't pray all this while for the fathers and the reverend sister and other church members, the way they kidnap them, they all together, 9 of them, where they don't be released today. I want to thank everybody where they don't take out time to pray, fast, for make sure say make today be a reality.
It was with joy and happiness this 23rd of October 2022 when the Manfe Diocese Bishop Aloysius Anglophone saw the 9 kidnapped in good form. He thanked the administrative authorities, Christians and the population of Manfe for their prayers that yield fruit.
Thank you. How we don't listen for prayers. The prayer will don't make them for you with trust and faith. Because we don't say only prayer. You get the key for all problems we get them for this ground. We continue for thank you. Pray now as you don't give you for them. Say
Difficult images there, but one can be happy that they are all doing fine. We now come back from the southwest region. We remain here in the center region where the population of Oyomabang in the Yaoundé 7 municipality decry the degrading state of road that has remained uncompleted since rehabilitation works started there months ago. The situation is very worse around Kangsone where movements and businesses have been directly affected. Geraldine Nassé and Black Lomo were over there this day, and this is the report.
This is the state of road that the inhabitants of Oyomabang have been living in for over 4 months now since the rehabilitation work started.
The
state of the road has really taken long. We are living in a very bad condition. More so, it's the rainy season. There is no road and the population wants the road.
Though works have started on this road, it is in a very slow pace as some rainy days are seen to be an obstacle for its advancement.
Works on the road are not advancing. We were even happy for the new road, but when we look at the pace of work, it's not really moving. And when we ask why works are not moving, they tell us it's because of the rainy season. I don't know about works on this road because I have not seen any changes. We are not even sure that there will be a road.
Going toward Kangsonel Oyomabang, the situation is devastating as there is no clue on when works will begin. They demolish shops and break the road. We thought work will start, but till now there is nothing. They had started work because Caterpillar came, but at one point they stopped. With this deplorable state of road, according to inhabitants, business is very slow and children go to school very dirty.
When there is no road, there's no business. With the state of the road, to see cars to go to the market is not easy. Business is slow. Children cannot even go to school clean.
As it is often said, where the road passes, development follows. The population in this neighborhood is hoping for works to speed up for them to start living normally like before.
In regards to the commemoration of the 2022 Global Media and Information Literacy Week, the President of the National Communication Council, Joseph Chobunke Kalabuse, has presided this day a press conference to see how to drill on pressmen and women on how to reinforce measures to fight against fake news disseminated on social media. These are our reporters. We have Ghislaine Afu and Samuel Bonis took part in the press conference, and this is the report.
With the advent of digitalization and technological advancements, the digital media is one which is seen to have increased the risks of online abuses and excesses in respect to the dissemination of information. The multimedia being a breeding ground for fake news, the Global Media and Information Literacy Week to be celebrated this year under the theme Nurturing Trust, a Media and Information Literacy Imperative. This year's celebration focuses on trust and solidarity between people and the media.
Given that the trust factor is being eroded, the global community is called upon on this occasion not only to reaffirm and increase commitment to media and information literacy for all, but also to develop new initiatives in this sector. The notion of media literacy, which is closely related to critical thinking, seeks to develop the knowledge and skills of Cameroonian media consumers to enable them use it with discernment.
Media literacy being a process on the learning of the proper use of the media and how to avert its dangers is one which is of importance to the society.
It is important to enable media consumers maintain an interactive relationship with their sources of information, that is, to question them in order to be able to choose in a free and critical manner factual content which would be useful for their intellectual and moral development.
A major factor in the development of societies, media literacy is therefore an essential phenomenon to be strengthened so as to promote a responsible behavior in the 21st century.
We now talk sports, but this time obituary, the mortal remains of a late coach, Togem Jean-Baptiste of Rangers FC of Bafut in the northwest region of the country, have finally been laid to rest in his native village, Bahuan, that is in the west region of Cameroon. A northwest regional correspondent, Nepa Jerome, traveled over to Bahuan to pay his last respect and said the Fcfa president Samuel Etofis was physically present amongst other football fans. This is his report.
It was an atmosphere of agony and sorrow as the remains of Coach Togem Jean-Baptiste, coach of Rangers FC Bafut, were being removed at the Bamenda Regional Hospital mortuary Friday, October 21, 2022.
An instrumental colleague in the Coaches Association, that's myself, was our treasurer. So we've had some good times throughout all these years in the coaching field, exchanging ideas, meeting with clubs and all the like. So personally, I miss him.
His mortal remains were then conveyed to Rangers FC training ground at Maitrinquen, where supporters, players and the management paid their last respect to the deceased.
It's unfortunately we are talking about somebody that is no more with us, but I believe he will always be with us in spirit. He was a great man, a great coach, a disciplined somebody. We plan together to see if we can just FC a level of the League One, but unfortunately God decided otherwise. So what I'm just trying to tell people is we'll just continue when the coach stops and make him a promise that we'll do everything and fight together to be in front of selection.
At his native Bahun village in Baham West region of Cameroon, where he was laid to rest, President of Fcfa Samuel Etofis was one among the mourners that turned out at the event. Togem Jean-Baptiste spent 2 months with Rangers FC Bafut after signing a 2-year contract with the team.
Between 2015 till now, I've actually known who the man Togi was and is. Were able to crisscross the national territory when he was assistant coach to Ndumbe Boso at the Young Sports Academy. That season, I actually did 33 of their 36 matches. I was virtually with Togi Jean-Baptiste. When he moved on this same field, I used to sit with him and we discussed about how our pre-season tournament was going in the month of February. So when I came back to this field today, I was left with a lot of emotions.
Before accepting the task at Rangers FC that unfortunately he left, the deceased served as coach of PWD Bamenda and that of Rainbow.
A very sad departure there, but the question is, who is Togem Jean-Baptiste? Our Northwest Regional Correspondent Nepa Jerome attempts to profile him in the following report. Let's listen.
Togem Jean-Baptiste was considered one of the finest coaches in the Northwest region before his sudden death. During his over 15 years career as a coach, he recorded success stories that will forever be remembered.
I'm the man of challenge. I think it was the first time that I'm doing it. I will do all my best to see that the management, the technical staff and the players be united and achieve our goal. What we did once. Already it's a good team. If the team finished third in the last season, I think this year we'll do all our best to see that we'll finish in the first or second and go to the playoff, do everything to see that we are qualified to go to one.
Jean-Baptiste served as deputy coach of Elite One side Young Sport Academy of Bamenda during the 2008-2009 football season when the team picked up an Elite One ticket. Years after working as deputy coach, Togem Jean-Baptiste wrote his name in the book of football with PWD of Bamenda in 2008 as the team qualified for the Elite One championship after 14 years. His coaching career also had him serve as coach of National Polytechnic Bambui before joining Rangers FC of Bafut, where he spent just 2 months. He coached Rainbow FC of Bamenda, where the team was eliminated at the final of the Northwest Regional League by Hilltop Strikers.
May he so rest in peace. We now take you out of the country. Rishi Sunak is the new Vice President of Britain. The 42-year-old of Asian origin is seen to have contributed a lot to the country during the COVID-19 pandemic. He is also said to be the youngest in the last 200 years. Our reporter Afujis Lane tells us more and other stories in this report.
But be in no doubt, I am the underdog.
Rishi Sunak is the new Prime Minister for Britain. The new Prime Minister, who is of Asian origin, is the son of Indian immigrants who came to the UK from pre-colonial Kenya and Tanzania, wherein his parents settled in Southampton, where his father worked as a doctor and his mother ran a pharmacy. Rishi Sunak entered politics in 2015, and in just 5 years, he grew from a simple member of parliament to finance minister under Prime Minister Boris Johnson. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he spent billions of public money to keep people and businesses afloat, becoming the most popular member of the government. In July, Rishi resigned, claiming he could not bear the brunt of the scandals involving Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who resigned shortly afterward. During the summer, Sunak campaigned for the Tory leadership but lost to Liz Truss, who promised historic tax cut. At 42 years old, Rishi Sunak is seen to be the oldest British Prime Minister in more than 200 years. Aid is slowly coming to Southern Nigeria after the biggest flood since 2012. It seemed to have killed more than 600 people and affected nearly 3 million others, according to official figures. Many are seen to have fled their homes, including to overcrowded displacement camps, with others completely cut off from the world and remaining communities swallowed by the waters. Efforts are now focused on passing the damaged and partly impassable highways linking Rivers and Bayelsa State among the two devastated regions. Near the town of Ahoda, volunteers and NGOs are doing vital work until official aid slowly reaches the most destitute. Along a highway engulfed by high waters, Nigerian residents load dozens of boats full of food to bring assistance to the victims of the country's worst floods in a decade.
Those were stories, dear viewers. We now take you back over to our headlines before we draw the curtains of our 6 p.m. news. A priest and 8 Christians arrested since September 16th by unidentified men in the Mamfe Diocese, that is the St. Mary Catholic Church, have regained freedom. A special ceremony was organized to pray and also thank the administrative authorities for playing a great role in their liberation. The advancements of digital reporting or information is another problem that is contributing a lot to fake news in the country. To reinforce measures to fight against the dissemination of fake news, the National Communication President Joseph Chebuken Kalabokso presided a press conference with pressmen and women to see how to drill them on how to fight fake news in the country. And over here in Yaoundé, the population of Oyumaba and Crise, they are decrying the degrading state of road that has been abandoned after rehabilitation works began months ago. They are complaining and pleading on the government to see how to help them because the state of road has contributed a lot to restricting their movements and also affecting their businesses. Those were our headlines. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, God willing, is another day. Goodbye.